delicate flowing was done with stop-motion animation. And finally, a print of this movie is actually in the permanent collection of the Museum of Modern Art. Pretty classy, huh?
Oh, simply wonderful.
It is. And thanks to Tom Weaver for allowing us to use his prop fiend and the information from his interview. And now, I just have time to tell you that next time you tune in, you'll see... Well, I would have had time if I hadn't been interrupted by whoever this is, as usual. And hello, come in, please. Can we help you?
Sven, you may not believe this, but I've discovered that using my brain powers, I can move my sister's daughters through the air, but not her sons.
Your sister's daughters?
Yes, I must have telekinesis. Sven, I've been told that you have a very low IQ.
What? Who?
Don't worry. I took some x-rays of your head, and you know what I found?
Nothing.
Through that x-ray and some tests, I found the answer. The problem is, the left side of your brain gets nothing right, and the right side of your brain has nothing left.
So long, Screwy. See you in St. Louis.
Yeah, well, the doctor said I needed a brain transplant. I disagreed, but he changed my mind. So you know, that's got to be good. Thank you so much for joining us for this showing of Being Without a Face. We're happy to be able to show it for you. You know, it's a good thing we don't have, fiends flying around here. We've got enough chickens anyway. Make sure you join us again next week when I'm sure it will be something that's very cerebral. You see what I did there? You probably did, and it's probably time for me to go. Thank you. See you next time. Say goodbye to the chickens.
This is the MeTV Network, seen locally on KDVC's MeTV El Paso, Las Cruces.
Coming up, deadly hit and run. The details on the incident that happened in South Central El Paso, who police say was involved. Plus, gaining support. The donations pouring in from around the country to help an El Paso woman after a bloody encounter.
From the station putting local first, this is KTSM 9 News at 10.
A 33-year-old man was killed in a hit and run earlier this morning. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Tatiana Favela. This incident happening in South Central El Paso. Police are looking for a man and a woman they say intentionally hit the victim. The El Paso Police Department's Crimes Against Persons unit is investigating the case, which was initially classified as a traffic incident near the intersection of Gateway East and Luna Street. The incident, now a possible homicide. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. And also this morning, one person is dead from a fatal crash that happened near I-10 and Anthony Exit 0. Investigators say at about 2 this morning, the driver of an SUV traveling westbound lost control of the vehicle and struck a concrete barrier. 2 people in the car exited the vehicle, were waiting for first responders when debris from the crash caused a second single vehicle accident. The 2 people from the original accident were struck by the second vehicle. One person was transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and the second person was pronounced dead at the scene. Happening now, El Paso police need your help in the ongoing search for the man accused of seriously wounding a teenager after firing a gun at a car. It happened last year on September 22nd on George Dieter. Police say 2 teens and a 20-year-old were driving in a white Audi and came to a stop at the intersection of Pebble Hills. A man driving a truck on the turning lane began talking to the teen, allegedly pulled out a handgun, then fired the gun at the car multiple times as it began driving away.
As a result, a 15-year-old that was sitting...
Well, donations are pouring in from around the country for an El Paso woman who woke up to blood dripping from her ceiling. KTSN 9 News reporter Shelby Kapp is live in East El Paso, where she spoke to the woman about the support she's received and how she's doing a week after the incident.
The story of El Pasoan Anna Cardenas has traveled far, and she tells me that she is feeling a little better as people are reaching out, and she is working to move out of her apartment here. Now, this after just 1 week ago, she woke up to blood dripping from her ceiling at her apartment here. That blood coming from a decomposing body in an upstairs apartment. Now, warning, this video is graphic.
Mi apartamento está lleno de
week ago, Ana Cardenas woke up to blood dripping from her ceiling, the ceiling fan spreading it around the room. Blood from a decomposing body above. Cardenas in shock, seeing that people have donated over $11,500.
Luna. No word yet on the identity of the victim or possible suspects. Police later called for traffic investigators.
You can see just how much blood was on her bed.
It will help me because...
Or what may have led to the crash. To Anthony...
One of the donors was Erica Chelta, all the way from South Carolina.
The story was terrible, so that was pretty motivational right there, just to imagine yourself, like, what if you were in that situation?
Saying when she
first crash triggered the second wreck. No word yet on what may have led to a large fire.
Before you responded yet, when I was first reading it.
Infinitamente. I'm very thankful for that girl. I really need it. And whatever she gives, it was from the heart. And I'm thankful. Le doy las gracias.
Cardenas says she went to have blood work done and is waiting for the results. She also says she's going to see a psychologist. As for the apartments here, we have reached out multiple times and have yet to hear back. Reporting live in East El Paso, Shelby Cobb, KTSM at 9 News.
Thank you, Shelby. State and federal lawmakers from El Paso are working to combat military sexual assault through...
Couldn't help her navigate.
Mother who's trying to raise a child while navigating a district.
Reopen the school.
We don't want the one. KFOX 14 news at 9.
We did reach out to EPISD for a comment on some of the issues the group say are happening within the district, but a spokesperson tells KFOX 14 they cannot comment on the matter because there is open litigation on the issue. Coming up, lowering crime rates, how a federal attempt to
leaving their students behind. And one of the things they're asking is that the district